Hi, it's Jenny with Jenny's Wreath Boutique, and in this video, we're going to be making a black Halloween wreath using materials I just got in from Michael's. First, let me show you what is in this box. I've got 3 of these. This is black moss, and it's actually got a little bit of silver because of the sparkle in it. I have 3 of these. Then I have 3 of this black lemon leaf. I love it. It's got a matte black and it's such a good filler. Then I have 3 of these black ferns. Pretty. First thing I'm going to do is prep my grapevine. I've already cut it up somewhat, like trimmed off the extra pieces, but I do need to tighten up this loose side. It's not great to work with. So I'm just taking some bind wire, just a little bit of brown bind wire. I just get it off Amazon. And I just tie it around the part that needs to be tightened up. I cinch it up a little and twist. And I'm just going to do that in a few parts around the wreath. It's going to make making the wreath so much easier and faster. Now that my grapevine is prepped, I'm going to start adding my florals. I actually think this would make a beautiful wreath all on its own. So I'm going to do that first, and we might not even need the other florals, to be honest. I think this will be just like a wild, mossy black wreath. Black and grayish with some black ribbon to top it off. So pretty. But then I'll also show you what it would look like with the mixed greenery. Oh my gosh, you get a lot from one bush, and it's kind of tangled together. But I love how it's kind of whimsical. When you take it apart, if something comes off, just glue it back on. There will be little nubs like that right there. And you just add a little bit of glue. So we're just going to cut these up into pieces and make a gorgeous kind of spooky, eerie Halloween wreath. But that's not scary. Of course, you can add in other things if you like, but this is going to be a really simple design that's just so pretty. We're going to start by doing one bunch at a time, so I've only cut off one. That way I know how much I'm using. So I'm just gluing it, placing it along the grain of the grapevine. And since we have 3 bushes, we want to make sure this is covering at least a third of the wreath. And if you want to make this wreath with just this item, just make sure you're placing it thick enough so that the grapevine is covered. The way I'm placing them right now is not quite thick enough to cover the grapevine, so I'll just double the thickness of what I'm doing right now if you want this to be completely this one material. And since this sticks out pretty far, this is going to be a pretty large wreath, even though we're only using a 14-inch grapevine. Got a lot of coverage for just one bush. Look at that. So fun. And look at the back. Looks nice and clean because we're placing everything along the grain, so the stems don't really stick out the back. And I am going to leave links for all of these florals that I got from Michael's in the description of this video if you want to get the exact same item. Sometimes you can buy online, pick up in store, which is so convenient. That's what I do most of the time. But these were not available in my store yet, so I just got them online. But I feel like Michael's has some really good black floral options this year, which is really nice. And these are a little glittery, but I'm feeling like the glitter, well, it kind of comes off a little bit, but not too bad, which is also nice because glitter can get everywhere. Now we're just gonna continue on and do the same thing that we did with the other bush. Okay, so this is all this one. And if I was gonna make this with just this material, I would add the third bush and then it would be thicker, and that's all you would have to do and be so cute. Obviously it's hard to tell with the busy background I have, but this would be so pretty with just this and a velvet bow. But we're gonna be adding our other black materials. I'm gonna just save this for later for another project. These kind of look like spiders. All right, this is the lemon leaf. Oh, I love it so much. And I love the contrast with this and the more fine greenery. And these are great because they come in perfect picks. You get, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 picks per bush, which is a great amount. So I'm just gonna put this, just like I did the other greenery, I'm gonna put it inside and outside and kind of just lift these pieces up so it fills in nicely. And I'm gonna leave the shorter stems for the middle. Some of them are longer, some of them are shorter. I'll do both for outside, but definitely keep the shorter ones for the middle part. And then I'm incorporating all of this inside and outside. And we really want these to stick out almost as far, which is a little more difficult because these aren't quite as long, but just make sure you cut your stems as long as you can so that you're able to place them further out. But this just really does a good job covering the grapevine in the middle, just filling everything in. Oh yeah, this is gorgeous. I mean, black florals aren't really gorgeous, but you know what I mean. For a Halloween wreath, it's always a challenge, a fun challenge to make a Halloween wreath that I love, just because it's not a holiday that I celebrate, but it's kind of fun to make the wreaths. And I know a lot of you love these wreaths. So I try to make something beautiful and elegant and timeless. I guess I just don't like creepy things. I don't like creepy things. So I'm gonna make it beautiful and a little bit eerie. I think eerie's okay. Wire clutters, these are gonna make your wreath making life so much easier. Just trust me. And ask anyone in the comments who's also bought these exact ones. They're the best. I have them linked in the under tools in the description of all of my videos. Okay, just gonna fill in the middle here. Once again, I'm just cutting up one bush at a time to make sure I have enough and to know exactly how many bushes I'm using. Let me know what you think so far. And again, I'm only doing one wreath here, but both of these greeneries would make a great wreath all on their own, like just this greenery or just this greenery. But I like to make something extra fun and mix them up. This wreath also comes together really fast, which is nice. I love the wreaths that come together quickly. All right, I'm gonna cut into some of this third bush. So I would say 2.5 bushes for this wreath. Not too bad. Actually, I would say less than 2.5 bushes. 2 bushes and 1 piece, maybe? Let me look at it. Oh my goodness, this is so fun. What a cool wreath. It's so fun with the black. Okay, so you can get away with 2 bushes, but I used 2 and 1 piece. 2 and 1/7 of a bush. Not too bad. Now, if you want to add a little more texture, these are super inexpensive. You can add a little bit of interest. And it's nice because each one makes 3 picks. And I'm just going to place them in before I glue just to see what they look like. Just going to see. Oh, I think they really add just the perfect accent when you look at it up close. You might not be able to tell if you're further back from the street, but once someone's knocking at your door, they're going to notice and be like, wow, that's the coolest wreath I've ever seen. I think the best way to do a monochromatic wreath like this is to have lots of texture going on so it doesn't look boring. So even though it's all black, there's so much going on and it looks amazing. I absolutely love it. Isn't that fun? That is so fun. I love this. Okay, now I'm going to add in a bow. You can leave it alone if you want. I don't even know if I'm going to make it a bow, or should I just make ribbons? I'll make a bow. So what I do for a bow, use whatever ribbon you like. If you like a poofier bow, use wired ribbon. I like a simple bow where it's all about the ribbon tails, so it's elegant and it just drapes down. I'm just going to make a simple bow. And if you hate droopy bows, I get people telling me all the time, oh, I hate those droopy bows. Well, I love them. And they're very in style right now, very popular. But if you don't like them, I mean, just make whatever kind of bow you prefer. And that's what I would do. Okay. I need some floral wire. I'm going to add in floral wire to the back so that I can make a pick out of this. Normally I do this before tightening it, but this works too. Okay, let me just get my bow tails where I want them. Oops. So, or not my bow tails, my bow loops. Okay, about that size. And then I'll just cut the bottom of the ribbon. I'll even it out later. Okay, so now I'm going to make a pick. I'm just using some leftover stem pieces to make a pick out of this, so it's really easy to add to your wreath. This is a great way to make your bows interchangeable easily, so you can just have a pick and place this into the grapevine like so, even without gluing. So I have my pick. Now I want to make sure I place the bow where I want it. You can put it on the side, you can put it on the top, wherever you like. Some people like them on the bottom, some like it on the top. Just really make sure you don't get glue on your ribbon tails or you will have to make a new bow. Okay. So I'm just placing the bow. How fun. Love it. Okay. You ready? here it is. Look at this gorgeous, elegant black Halloween wreath. This is so fun. Oh, I love it. Anyway, let me know what you think. And don't forget, I have all these florals linked in the description. They're all from Michael's, so you should be able to find them pretty easily. Anyway, let me know what you think of this wreath. Oh, hello again. It's actually the next day. This video is not done yet because I had an idea and I had to share with you and add it to this because I thought it was so perfect for one of the big trends this year, and that is butterflies. I know you're thinking, what in the world, Jenny? What do butterflies have to do with a Halloween wreath? Well, there's this trend right now called Mystic Goth. So it's like it's kind of like a Victorian Gothic look, which is big for like Halloween and that kind of stuff. So butterflies are very in right now, and they go well, believe it or not, with black florals and that Halloween look that's kind of, elegant, a little eerie and spooky. You can do moths or you can do butterflies. And I thought these colors were absolutely perfect to add to this wreath. So we're going to add some of these to the side if you want. I'm going to have these in my shop if you want them. If you're not into that style, it's very, very on trend right now. But if you're more, you don't really care about the trends, that's totally fine. This wreath is still very trendy all on its own, but I'm just going to show you how to add a few of these in there just to really make it really unique and special, more special than it already is. So I'm just going to cut these off, and I'm not going to glue them in because I'll probably offer this wreath as having the butterflies as an option, and I'm planning on just adding them to one side. I'm just going to see how that looks. But I thought that was too good of an idea to not share right away. Okay, so I'm just gonna sort of put them like they're flying on one side. And of course, if you're making these yourself, I would glue them in. But I think that just adds, or you can do them on both sides. This is what it looks like with them on one side. I think it's so fun. Isn't that adorable? How fun is that? Just a little bit of whimsy. What do you think? I don't know. I just thought that was a fun little addition if you want to make your wreath a little bit more whimsical with the butterflies, but still have that spooky look. I love it. All right. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.